Hi everybody! We begin a series of video lessons that will help us to make our own simple game programming engine. For creating our code, we will use samples from the books and the samples from DirectX 2010 tutorial. We would try to make our code template and block oriented to make it more easier to use and protect our projects from a ton of compiler mistakes. To make our lessons shorter, we will discuss only the most important points in our code examples. All remaining moments you will be able to study independently by using a code listings under the video. Also, you will be able to find the description of the correct setup of the compiler for the specific project under the video. Our lessons will be built by using the next algorithm of steps. First of all, we will discuss the main theme of our video. After that, we will check sources which we used for making our code. We will make a small summary for these sources. In this summary, we will try to answer the following question. Is the source suitable for making from it templates? After that, we will describe example of our simplified code and show the main possibilities of it using. Summing up the results, we will specify a subject of the following video lesson. Also, for Russian speaking, under the video you will be able to find the translation of the most common words on this subject. Let's start. Our main themes are connected with a simple method of using WAV files in our project. But it is also important to demonstrate you visual part of our project. Because of that, we also should touch the theme connected with user interface. Our main source will be Microsoft DirectX samples from tutorials, which you can see on your screen. And important library files you can find in DirectX United Time folder. You must paste some of them into your project. Also, we will use XS1 from Direct 3D Workshop tutorial. And combine it with Direct 3D empty project example. Let's look at an XS1. Here we see a huge set of XS elements, even FX shader files. Our task consists in separation of that code, which is connected with audio files and user interface blocks of code from XS1 and pasting it into Direct 3D empty project. Here we see a great bunch of functions and possibilities which are not connected with audio file downloading and playing. But it is pretty easy to separate the audio code from another code and make it block oriented. For example, we can use the load audio data function. In order that this function become a block oriented, we only need to delete the following code, which you can see on your screen. After that, we have a function for functioning of which only those data are necessary which are provided to us by a class CWave file and CAudio data. Now let's talk about our simplified code. First of all, it is necessary to consider that code which is connected with user interface customization, which includes any control buttons, checkboxes, sliders, scroll bars, and so on. Microsoft gave us a very useful and easy to use set of user interface customization functions which you can find in files DXUT GUI hash and DXUT settings DLG hash. Which functions helps us to control graphical user interface events. In our code example, for that code which we added to the empty Direct 3D project, we added mark new. In that new code, we can see an user interface customization code. As you can see, if we click a button, then nothing happens. It is because we did not add an audio data support functions into our code example yet. The next step will be adding our audio data code into our code example. Now the mark new will be above that parts of code which are connected with audio data support code. We will stop our attention on onGUI event function. This function handles the graphical user interface events. Here you can find a getOpenFileName function call, which example of execution you can see on your screen. This function creates an open dialog box that lets the user specify the drive directory and the name of a file or set of files to open. Summing up the results, I wanted to say that our code example has a set of ways for enhancement. For example, you can add the additional audio buffer for reproduction of two soundtracks at the same time. It was quite short review, however, the main part of information you can gather from listings under the video. The following video lesson will be about downloading meshes from obj files. Thank you for watching. Good luck!